Hello, my name is Seth Gregory, and welcome to the video training session for January 31st, 2017 for trading strategy number 1. Again, as a reminder, in these videos, we're simply looking to see if there's a valid trade setup. You must use your training from the website in order to know profitably how you should enter and move your protective stops. So let's start looking around at the world markets. As we take a look at the Australian dollar right now, on the daily chart, there's no number 1. On the 8-hour chart, there's no number 1. And on the 2-hour, there's no number 1. As we go to the Dow, on the daily chart, you can see the price went higher. The MACD is lower. There's a valid number 1 trade here. And that's for a sell, a bearish counter trend trade. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. Let's move on to the dollar Swiss. On the daily, as you can see here, price went lower. The MACD is still waving higher. There is a bullish number 1 trade on the Euro Swiss daily. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. On the Euro Pound, on the daily chart, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, as you can see down here, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. On the Euro Yen, on the daily, there's no number 1. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the Euro Yen 2-hour, there's nothing. On the Euro Dollar, on the daily, there's nothing. Right now, on the 8-hour, we have something developing. Price has moved higher. The MACD has moved lower. We have the potential for a bullish trading strategy number 1 for a bearish trading strategy number 1 for a sell. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. On the pound yen, on the daily, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. On the pound dollar, on the daily, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing as well. As we move on to gold, on the daily, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. We move on to the NASDAQ. On the daily, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, price has moved higher, but so did MACD. It was doing its job. So no trading strategy number 1 here. On the 2-hour, there's nothing. On the New Zealand dollar, on the daily, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, there is. You can see the MACD moving lower, price moving higher. So use the principles you've learned for trade entry to see when you should enter that trade. And on the 2-hour New Zealand dollar, there's nothing. On oil, on the daily, there's nothing. On the 8-hour, there's nothing. And on the 2-hour, there's nothing. As we look at the S&P 500, you can see prices moved higher. The MACD's lower. There is a bearish trading strategy number 1 on the S&P 500 daily. There's nothing on the 8-hour, nothing here. On the 2-hour, as you can see, price went lower, but the MACD went just a little bit lower. It's even too. It doesn't fit the definition of divergence. Now let's take a look at the dollar CAD. You can see here price moved lower. The MACD at this point is higher. So we should be preparing for a bullish trading strategy number 1, bullish MACD divergence, using the training that we provided you. There's nothing on the 8-hour and nothing right now. And on the 2-hour, as you can see, price moved lower. The MACD is higher, went over just the center line just a bit, so it still qualifies. It wasn't a long period of time. Again, we have a bullish number 1 MACD divergence on the dollar CAD 2-hour as well. Let's take a look at the dollar Swiss. Nothing on the daily. There's nothing on the 8-hour and nothing on the 2-hour. On the dollar yen, there's nothing on the daily, nothing on the 8-hour at this point. Now, if you look on the 8-hour, the MACD barely went across the waterline for just a bit. Prices moved lower. The MACD is higher. We have a bullish trading strategy number 1 on the 8-hour dollar yen and nothing on the 2-hour. So just as a reminder, we can go through many time frames and many markets and quickly look and identify whether or not we can find MACD divergence, which is trading strategy number 1. It's amazing how many people ask questions about what is valid divergence and how to trade it successfully. Remember, when you sign up for the free 45-day program, that includes our live training classroom on Facebook. You can find out how to join that Facebook group by visiting our website. My name is Seth Gregory, and thank you for spending just a few minutes with me as we look for trading strategy number 1, MACD divergence, across the world market.